Investigators said the Model S appeared to veer off the road, smash through a fence, and plunge into a pond. This was in the San Francisco area. The 34-year-old driver was found seated behind the wheel of the submerged car. Investigators are looking into whether speed, drugs, or alcohol were factors, or whether the autopilot was on. You know, the headline comes the same day Consumer Reports has stopped short of recommending Tesla's Model 3. Part of their review says, quote, our testers also found flaws, big flaws, such as long stopping distances in our emergency braking test and difficult to use controls. That was in the publication's review. It took 152 feet to stop from 60 miles an hour, worse than even the Ford F-150. That's a full-size pickup truck. Consumer Reports pointed out, though, some advantages as well: agile handling and the battery duration. Tesla has had a rather combative history with Consumer Reports, and it counters that its own testing shows stopping distances roughly 20 feet shorter, depending on the tires used. Meanwhile, over the weekend, Elon Musk unveiled details of the much-anticipated new dual-motor Model 3s on Twitter. Musk touted the specs of the high-performance all-wheel drive model in particular. He says it will go from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. It will reach top speeds of 155 and get 310 miles on a battery charge. He also tweeted the cost of $78,000 without autopilot is about the same as a BMW M3, but, quote, 15% quicker and better handling, will beat anything in its class on the track, he said on Twitter. Berenberg buys it. Analyst Alexander Hazel tells investors they'll be surprised by the Model 3's gross margins and raise the price target to $500. That's up from $470, as you can see, ended the day up almost 3%, Melissa.
All right, thank you very much, Contessa Brewer. Contessa Brewer back in the newsroom. At this point, where are we in terms of the Tesla range? 244 was a 52-week low. We're more likely to go $40 lower or $40 higher.
Well, I'm in the $40 higher camp, and 280 sort of been the line in the sand. And when it broke the one time, it traded down to your 244 level, traded back up, and breached 310, I think, for a while. It's a very difficult trade, and I'm not suggesting it's for the faint of heart. But if you have the temerity, good word, Dan, I think you traded on the long side against 280.
I have no idea what temerity means, obviously.
Yeah, so Google it, and I'll tell you what you do here. Against 280, I agree with Guy. Think about this as risk-reward, though, right? That analyst was talking about a $500 price target. That's almost a double from here, all right? If I buy it at 284, I've got $4 of downside with my 280 stop. If I want to let it ride all the way down to 240, that's $40, but I'm still looking at a double. So that's a pretty good risk-reward.
You actually say that this guy is going to be right?
It's a double because some guy chucks a dart and gets to 500? Come on.
I'm saying that, well, listen, this is not a stock that you buy for $50 up, $50 down.
No, it's not. And I also, by the way, I don't think you buy it for their AV business. I don't think Tesla wants to compete with Waymo. Some of this stuff I think is noise around a story that is truly, a cash burn story, not getting scale enough, competition, and a valuation that doesn't make any sense. So I sell to both of you guys. I think the downward trend on the 50 at 355 down from Feb 27 it's not getting through that 50 right now.
The temerity of your call, I would just tell you, though, is listen, here's the thing. I agree.
That's funny. Did you use Bing to find that?
No, I think if you're buying this stock at 285 after it's been very volatile, can I speak?
Go.
After it's been very volatile with a lot of news over the last few months here, you have to have a very long-term time horizon. It's just that simple. And if you're buying it right now, knowing before they're going to actually have to raise capital, which will be dilutive, then you also have to have a very long time horizon. So to me, I don't like the news of the 78,000 Model 3. It's getting very close to the price of the Model S.
Isn't that even better, though, because their margins are even higher?
Okay, fine. But maybe how are they moving around production? We know that they're not doing a great job producing these three cars all at once. We know that they have 400,000 people waiting for Model 3s, and we don't even know if it's the dual engine, whatever this one is or something like that. So to me, it just seems like a bit of a mess. They need to start doing 5,000 a week of any of them, right? And just get them out the door.
Which, by the way, equals extreme temerity in the view on Tesla.
Fair enough.
I think that we're all using the word temerity incorrectly.
No, wrong, R-O-N-G, wrong. I use this correctly. The rest of you.
It's audaciousness, it's overconfidence, correct?
Yeah.
Courage. I'm not sure about that.
Courage.
I don't feel.
Are you a stock or an options trader that is absolutely fed up with ordinary results? Are you ready for your breakthrough? I know how you feel because everywhere I turned throughout my trading journey, everywhere I looked how to produce phenomenal results within a short amount of time, everybody was telling me, no, it's not possible. It's not real. It cannot be done. So I got fed up. I discovered the 5 core fundamentals that helped me turn $12,000 into $466,814 in less than 7 hours trading options from my laptop. I know this probably sounds unrealistic to some of you, but the truth is I did it. I will share with you in this interactive video course specifically everything, every single detail, every action, every stock that was traded. As a matter of fact, I'm sending you my brokerage statement listing every trade that was taken that day. I realized one thing when I accomplished this is that I wish I had someone years ago when I was starting my trading journey and throughout my trading career that has shared these 5 core fundamental principles with me, because that would have saved me a lot of headache. That would literally save me a lot of heartaches, a lot of lost and suffered relationships. That would have saved me a lot of losses. That would have saved me a lot of time from discovering all these answers on my own. This is what you will be able to learn from this interactive video course. Secret number 1, discover the best stocks for trading options. Secret number 2, discover the top 3 best chart patterns for huge returns. Do you struggle with the decision, should I sell now or should I wait? And sometimes when you make a decision, do you see your profits vanish, or do you drown in the regret when you get out of the position just because you see how much money you left on the table? Don't let this ever happen to you again. Secret number 3, discover the key to locking the gains. Secret number 4, knowing the trend will make you money. Discovering the TRO versus the trend will make you a fortune. Secret number 5, the holy grail of all secrets in trading. Timing. Can you only imagine if you knew specifically on which days to trade and on which days to go fishing and enjoy life? And the secret number 6, the truth behind of how to trade the news that will take all the guesswork out of the equation and will help you trade with great confidence and extremely high probability. Today is your day. Are you ready for your breakthrough? It is very simple. Go to marketcrash.money/500K. Click this big orange button and say, yes, set me free. Take action now.